Yeah, man. Come on. I told you he was a hip-hop head, Heather B.
You did say that. I'm ready for it.
Freestyling off the top of the dome. My man Utkarsh Ambudkar is here, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm tired of people coming on Sway in the morning and saying freestyles are pre-written. Come on, man.
You noticed that, right?
Noticed? Come off the top. If you can do it, come off the top. That's all I'm saying.
Why is that so important?
Hey, Randall Park, I love you, bro. We know you wrote that shit in 1999, Randall. I know you wrote it in 99. I love Randall. We've done some Cypher videos together, and he's a hero. But, Randall, I know you.
You battled Randall Park before?
I would never battle Randall. I would hug Randall and take him out for French toast. He's the best. He's the nicest dude ever.
Yo, bro, what is your hip-hop history?
You and Heather B, for sure. Look, maybe I'm pulling this out too soon on the show, but I brought CDs.
Oh
my gosh.
Wow.
I don't even have a CD player, and it took me fucking forever to find these on eBay.
Wow, bro.
That's Concrete Jungle.
Yeah.
And
That's
Taking Mine.
the album.
Yo, what year yours come out, Heather?
1990.
This is
96. Oh, sorry, that's not the first
96.
one.
No, this is the first one.
It came out in 96?
Yeah, my first album came out in 96.
It's required listening for anybody out there. You got to listen to
Wow.
this. Now I just listen to you guys on streaming.
Yeah.
But
it's not
this
like
is
this.
I got Sharpies.
Yo,
you
look
got
at
to
this,
sign them.
PB. This is mine. This is me
Yo.
and King Tech's first album we did with
What year did it come out?
91.
Yeah, 91.
Wow.
Because I'm in control.
Yeah, man, you did my voice. Yo, man, this
Heather
dude.
B, she tried to tell you guys to put your guns down a long time ago.
Yo.
You did not listen and shit got worse.
Look how this is true, man.
Yo.
Bro, when did you, what's the story here? Like, you grew up listening to hip-hop? Or?
Yeah, just a hip-hop head. Grew up in Maryland, born in Baltimore, and then had the positive immigrant experience of kind of like moving out of the inner city towards the suburbs. And then we were in a busing program. So essentially, like, the joke, but it's also true, is like a white kid came up to me and called me the N-word. And then the black kids were like, "You're with us. Where are you from?" And I was like, "India." And they're like, "We don't know where that is, but you're with us now." So that's sort of like what happened. And we kind of came up with, what was it? Snoop, Doggy Style, you. I mean, Heather was on a show called Real World.
That's
so
right.
I was watching your career.
Wow.
And being like, oh my God, she's doing this thing. That and we're doing it at parties and just making up songs. Everybody wanted to be a B-boy. And then as I got older, this is before social media, if you wanted to know who the hottest MC was, you were going to listen to Sway and Tech and DJ Revolution.
Man, he said Revolution.
Yeah, man.
Yes, he did.
Man,
And that was the only way to find out the Chino XLs, the Eminems, like all those guys, Tech Nine, all these people, because, I was on the East Coast and pretty sheltered. So you're sort of just like, how do I get the hot shit? How do I find out what's new? Other than the Barnes & Noble or the Tower Records new CD aisle, you know? So yeah, I've been listening for a minute. It's been a long time of doing it.
That's dope.
And then I got to college and
You went to New York, NYU.
I went to NYU for acting because you couldn't go for freestyle rapping.
No, it wasn't there. All right?
That wasn't a thing.
It wasn't a thing.
So I went for acting and immediately kind of felt out of place. I was sort of like, there weren't that many people of color. There were maybe 2 Indians. So I was like, what can I do? And I had seen Slam, Saul Williams. Clack, clack, yeah! And I was like, I want to do that for the rest of my life. The way that Saul Williams just made me feel is how I want to make people feel forever.
He's one of the greatest spoken word artists of all time, in my opinion.
Right.
Saul
Insane.
Williams.
Oh, and
he's
also
in Sinners.
He's in Sinners.
Yeah. He plays the preacher, the dad, right?
I saw him and I leaned over. I was like, he's the reason I'm even here. That's the guy.
Wow.
He's the start for me. I started going to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe in New York.
Yes.
Come on.
So you'd sort of like, there was a battle, it's poet battle. So like how beautiful the skin, how poetic you could be. If you got it through on Wednesday, you'd go and you'd do the main slam on Friday night, which was the main event.
Yeah, shout out to Lemon,
Yeah, Lemon.
Yeah.
What's up, Lemon? How are you? I mean, Lemon's paid now off of that poetry. He went to Broadway.
Right.
He did everything.
Yeah, I saw his show.
Yeah, major hero as well. And then I used to hit these open mics. and battle. And when you were like 18, 19, if you win a battle, you could get $100 and a bottle of vodka. This is good.
Yeah, man.
That's like weed money and alcohol.
All in one, and you get to spit.
Yeah, and you get to spit and you get cred with the homies. It was great. So we did that and been doing it ever since. It was like I got linked up with these guys called Freestyle Love Supreme.
Yeah, with Lin, right?
Yeah, it's a guy named Lin-Manuel Miranda who's
You've
had
heard of him.
a little bit of success.
Look out for him. He's hot.
He's a
He's
citizen.
on the
He's
rise.
getting there.
Yeah, he got work to do.
He's got to pay his taxes, but then he'll be okay.
Yeah, right.
But
what was that about, though? The Freestyle Love Supreme.
So I was battling, and I was doing all these hip hop theater plays in New York, off Broadway, with a lot of people like Chadwick Boseman, people like that. Were doing these plays. That was my first job, was assistant directing a play that Chad wrote in 2001 maybe.
So you knew Chadwick back then?
Oh man, he was the most handsomest, most talentedest guy. That man was a Pied Piper. Where he went, the women followed. It was wild.
Yeah.
And just so grounded. But yeah, I remember Chad fondly. Yeah, him and this guy Glenn Gordon and Camilla Forbes and Clyde in New York. They were running this thing called the Hip Hop Theater Festival.
I remember that.
Yeah, a lot of them went to Howard, and so I got really lucky getting plugged in with some really great people. But I was battling, and this producer was like, hey, there's these guys, you're funny and you rap. There's these guys doing comedy raps called Freestyle Love Supreme. And I was like, whatever, I'll check it out. And I walk into this, it was called Ultrasound Studios in New York. It was like a place you could practice. And this kid, Puerto Rican kid, Lin-Manuel Miranda, is looking at me and I'm looking at him, and we just pick up mics and we're like the same person. We basically fit in. This was 20 years ago. We've been doing it since. We had a Broadway run. They gave us a Tony for it. Obviously, he did Hamilton.
Yeah.
We came up. We were broke together. Now we're significantly less broke together. You know what I mean? Like,
Good use of
I
language.
got you did that right there.
yeah,
man.
we're doing better. And so just hip hop is it, you know.
It's that helps shape and mold you into
Bro,
the person.
it's the lifeblood. I did
Yeah.
Freestyle Love Supreme. I got an agent off that. That's how I got a movie called Pitch Perfect. Then Mindy Kaling saw me rapping in Pitch Perfect. She offered me the role of her little brother in her show, The Mindy Project. I can't believe I'm looking at Heather B.
Yo, that's crazy,
Aw,
right?
thank
And look how
you.
great she looks,
And
right?
you
She looks just
murdered your verse on the Redman album, by the way.
Yo,
Light it
light it
up.
up.
Light it up.
Yo,
Light it up.
Yo, you know what would be great? Throw a beat on it. Maybe have the
No, I'm working
And
already.
Utkarsh, they could do it. They could do a duet.
I'm here working.
Hey, I'm going to
already.
need you to get in too, because I'm in control.
Okay.
See, now it's a bad idea. But thank you for that,
I can
because
introduce it.
I was saying to Exhibit when he was here the other day, like, there are not many people who could kind of just get me to go in the studio and do music and write. Premier is one of them, obviously DJ Premier. And
Casually drops DJ Premier.
no, but that's our brother, that's our family. And Red and Meth for me as well, you know. So thank you. It was an honor, him being from Jersey, me being from Jersey. Like, it's something.
Go Jers. Was that Rod Digger?
That's Rod Digger. Go
Go
Jersey.
Jers. What'd she say? I'm sitting with a see-through dress with a fupa.
So thank you for that. It meant a lot to us. Yeah, it really did.
I loved it too. I know about Jersey. Most Indians end up in Jersey. Like, and my godmother's out there. We used to go. I used to take the decamp bus from New York to Jersey and all that.
Talking facts.
Wait,
Yeah.
most Indians end up in Jersey.
Oh yeah,
That's a big Indian
We have a
community.
big community.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have like PhD Indians, then like motel Indians, liquor store Indians. But
you know
like,
what, UA? I'm not doing this with you.
You call him UA?
Yeah, that's my guy. That's UA right
That's
there.
UA?
Yeah.
We're all working hard. We're all trying.
Trying to get it, man. How did hip hop help you with acting? Like when I look at Ghost, it's a lot of timing that's required with Ghost because of the kind of comedy it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Ghosts on CBS. For those who don't know, we're season 4 is our finale is tonight. So the season 4 finale is tonight. We got picked up for season 5 and 6.
Okay,
Yep.
Utkarsh got a check.
Yes.
All right, for the
Yeah.
next
We got
couple
3
seasons.
kids,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, man, they eating that up too, right?
Yeah, they're eating it up. So just for those of you who don't know, it's about Sam and Jay. They're a married couple. They move into a mansion. Sam has a near-death experience and starts to see the ghosts in the mansion, who are a bunch of ghosts from all over history. And her husband, who I play, can't see or hear them. So basically, I spend every episode just being like, "What'd they say, babe? What's going on, love? Hey, you're starting to weird me out. I really love you." But comedy is music.
Yeah.
It's rhythm. It's jazz. It's a lot like what Premiere does. You know what I mean? Like the pocket, you got to find the pocket, and you got to just sort of commit to it. And this is the least kind of hip hop job that I've had.
Yeah.
Like I've done a barbershop movie with Cube and Cedric, and most of the early work I did was all music based or had some version of rap in it. This is the first character I've played in a long time who like it probably doesn't rap. He probably sings like Bruce Springsteen.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
He's like playing piano and singing Journey.
I got it.
Ding, 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 ding. Well, everybody loves Journey. Come on, they've crossed the barrier.
That definitely did.
But I think it helps a lot in the timing of the comedy for sure, and just the spirit. Because I don't know about you guys, but I still make music.
Yeah.
And it's my safe place. It's how I talk to God. It's how I get. It's how I clean my soul and my spirit. At this point, I don't care if anybody hears it or if they do and love it. It doesn't quite matter because I'm sort of conversing and communicating with something that's allowing me to have like a spiritual experience.
I'm so glad you shared that. Yeah, me too, because I think
Speak on it, Queen.
that's such a free place to be because the business of it will steal that away from you.
Right.
It takes away from you, which is the reason why I think myself and a lot of people just kind of feel like, I'm cool. I own all my publishing. I'm good. I'll kind of make a living off my catalog and different things like that. But there is a joy. I still write, obviously, but there's a joy in creating. And sometimes you need that outlet to at least go into to create. But the business, if you're thinking about releasing and putting out music, the business side becomes really, it's awful. It's awful.
I wanted to ask you guys about that too, because you're so dexterous on the mic. Why aren't you putting out an album every 9 months or a year?
Because Sway is a slave driver, so let's start with that.
Enough,
we're going to start with that.
We're
You
gonna
know,
start
Monday
with the
through
facts.
Friday.
Let's
start with the facts,
All right,
UA. So Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 12 noon, I'm here. And then from 6 p.m. to midnight, I do the happy hour with Heather B here. And then in between, you know, I'm a wife. I'm a godmother, auntie, granddaughter.
Yeah, marriage will ruin it.
That's really
No.
Yeah, see,
No, I love my wife.
A horse. He said that. UA said that. Not me, big horse.
You know who her husband is, right?
I've seen pictures of you. I'm afraid. I don't want. I want no smoke. No smoke.
You sure?
I'm gonna sidestep that smoke.
No. But it's all. I do. I just think that a lot of times if you could get through the industry side of it, you're good. And now with everybody being a critic, everybody has this free pen to write about or type about what they think of your music. Yeah. That's another thing that you have to get past.
That was the thing, like in the early 2000s, or no, like 2010-ish, I was in a group and we were really trying. We were like linked into sort of that Beastie Boys, LMFAO, Asher Roth, like Kid Cudi, that kind of like party rap thing. We opened up for Public Enemy at BB King's on Flavor Flav's 50th birthday party. That was wild. We were like in it and getting record deals and just being like, if we take this deal, we're done. There's no chance of us ever getting out of it or ever having anything for ourselves. And it wasn't even like, it just was what happened. You would get these 360 deals and you look at it and be like, they're going to give me X amount of money and then I'm toast. And after a while, it just weirdly became easier to be an actor. Like I tell people all the time, the music industry, especially hip hop, is way harder. Like to get in, the cred, your story needs to be right. You got to have the right people look, you know what I mean? Like saying you're cool, this, that, and the third. So props to you. But I wanted to tell a story about you.
Okay.
Mr. Sway.
Okay.
So 2006.
Oh, shit.
Take them back.
That's my scary era.
No, you were.
Okay.
So 2006, MTV, because they didn't really know what to do with a brown dude. Like I wasn't going to be on a TV show. They weren't putting me on a billboard. I wasn't going to be playing the best friend or anything at that point. I was going for like cab driver.
Deli.
Yeah, deli.
Guy. Yeah.
terrorist, but I'm too likable to be terrorist. You know what I mean? Look at this cherubic
You
face.
know what?
And then they're like, you don't look dangerous. But so what happened was I got in with MTV, and I started doing hosting, and I hosted a pilot for them. And then when TRL was kind of fading out, the Caduce years.
The Caduce years.
They were like,
is that what you call it?
They were like, not because of him, shit.
Yo, the Caduce
Caduce
shit.
like
Shout out to my man Caduce.
Shout out to Caduce.
Yeah.
You did your best. The infrastructure was failing you. But they were changing the show from TRL to something called URL, which is what they wanted it to be about, like YouTube videos and MySpace page. And they were trying to meme it up and upgrade it. And I got that job, being like the Carson Daly of the new show, URL. And I came in all hip-hop, and they were like, great, love your look. We're going to put you in Vans and a tie and a cardigan, completely like water it down.
Yeah.
And then you're going to come to 1515, and you're going to be like the next big thing, right? I signed, at that time I was 23, 24. They gave me like $100,000 contract or $90,000, and I was like, wow, I'm set for life. Like $100,000, that's 10 years of money for a 23-year-old.
Yeah.
Signed the contract, got a $1,400 a month apartment in Park Slope.
Wow. They were paying for that? Or you were paying for it?
No, I paid for it preemptively.
Okay.
Like the genius that I was. But I went and did all these tests and all these recordings. Nobody gave me the fucking time of day. Nobody looked at me in 1515 except for one man. Can you guess who that man was?
Oh, I don't want to say his name.
Oh, fine.
Mr.
Sway Calloway.
Your word?
Dude, you were the nicest, most gracious person to me at that time. I was young. I was terrified. You were very much a hero to me then, as you are now. And you were like, you dapped me up. You were like, welcome to the family. It's going to go great. Happy to have you. Good luck, young man. All those things that, all those things you say to somebody who's coming up and scared, and it really helped. I've always appreciated you for that. Wow. They canceled that motherfucker 2 days before we were starting shooting.
Yeah.
They were like,
what happened to the apartment?
Well, that's what it. I sold weed.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah,
you did.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
I was like, new single alert. That sound like a new single title.
So your reps walked in and walked right back out.
I'm sorry, Christy. Christy, I'm sorry.
So
we got we did
so
I
dope.
remember the platform though. I
Yeah.
remember URL. Man,
Yeah,
give me a
URL.
hug, man.
Oh, it's good to see you, bro.
They're hugging, man. 888-742-3345. What a beautiful full circle moment.
You're a big-
That's a dope
you're-
full circle moment, though.
You're a big deal to me, man. You really
Man.
are. I
Man.
appreciate you.
Man.
That was a scary place, that
It
building.
was a scary place, and that's why I did that. They used to tell people when they would come in for orientation, interns or otherwise, that you can't communicate with the talent. And they made it seem
Absolutely.
like we were some giants, untouchable people.
Absolutely.
As you know, by the time I came to MTV, I was who I was me already. So my objective was to greet people and say, man, the reason why you're here is bigger than this fortress that you're working in.
Yeah.
And then you had a mission you were on. So did I. And so I'm glad we crossed that path.
Hell
So,
yeah, man. Super kind. It was really helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
we just did off-Broadway plays and sold weed after that.
Yeah, well, what
Not
kind
for
of,
long.
What kind of weed was it though?
It was.
I'm joking. You ain't got to answer that. I'm just your reps in the
The
back.
statute of limitations is long gone. We're
Okay.
good. Yeah. I was. Let's just say I was doing drugs when they were still illegal. Let's
Okay.
put it that way.
Okay.
I haven't done anything, and I've been sober for 10 years.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Come on. man.
Everybody's happy.
Utkarsh, thanks.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations,
Yeah.
man.
And
Congratulations.
it's all because of you, Heather B.
Yeah, yo, man. Look, I want to open up the phone lines for folks to call up and talk to you. And tell me the name of that song again.
It's called Too Beautiful.
Too Beautiful.
That's the new one.
Here it is, Shade 4-5.
So here's what's so cool, Tracy G. I know you're in New York and our
Tracy G.
What up, my guys? I love everything
In
that you are
New
sharing
York.
with us. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Tracy G, you look amazing.
Wow. Thank you. I appreciate
you look really
that.
good.
Very, very nice of you to say.
Yeah, Tracy. Before, go ahead, but jump in because I want you to give you opportunity to speak to my guy UA.
Yeah, absolutely. I love UA.
Had to call you UA, man.
That's okay. UA, UTK, Utkarsh.
I'm gonna take that moniker too. I was thinking about how talented you are with music. Like, that song was beautiful, and I feel like it
Thank
just
you.
is evidence of how much range you have, because obviously you can go down a comedic lane, you can go down a soulful lane, you also have hip-hop, and so your ability, that versatility when it comes to scripts, when it comes to improv, when it comes to bars, I'd be wondering, are you able to like freestyle your way out of tough real life situations? Like, if you were speeding down the highway and you got stopped by the cops, would you be able to get yourself out of a ticket because you're that good at freestyling? Like, when does it come in handy when you are just you?
You know, hi, how are you, sir?
That's Jessie
Good to see
Smollett
you.
right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
How are you, bro?
Yes.
Good to see you. You know, I have God gave me a problem where, like, when things are most crazy is when I'm the most calm. So, like, it's helped me out of a lot of situations, and I'm sure people can relate. Like, when you get pulled over and the gun comes out before anything gets said, and you got to be like, hey, man, I think you need to put the, like, hey, officer, can we calm down? How are you today? I get deathly quiet, like, centered. Like, I rapped at the Oscars, which was absolutely insane, crazy. Freaking Brad Pitt's over there, his legs all wide. Just you could see his balls through his pants.
You know what? You I told you.
Smiling. I'm like, I can see. I mean, big enough to see through his trousers. His mom's sitting next to him, like, you don't tell him to close his legs. What's happening? Anyway, it's like crazy. But I get quiet, and Questlove and I do our thing. We go on 90 seconds. I freestyle, a little thing, do a quick 16, come off. So yeah, it helps. For some reason, like, I'm dumb enough or simple enough that when the moment is there, I can be in it. Otherwise, like, other things I'm terrible at, like grocery shopping. You know what I mean? Like, I got to choose between Progresso and Chunky Soup.
No good for you.
That's a panic attack.
Yeah. Anxiety
Decision
kicks
fatigue.
What? What am I doing here? 5 for 1, 4 for 5. I don't understand the math, and I freak out. But you put me in front of, like, give me a mic, and you put me in front of. I mean, the more people, the better. And
He said, give him
Give him a mic.
Yeah.
I weirdly feel comfortable.
The more
I'll do you one better. I'll give you an invite into the Valley of the Hyenas. I'll give you a beat.
All right.
John, drop a beat on him, man.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Utkarsh is here, man.
Oh, it's a real
Off the
hip-hop
top of the head.
Okay.
First
here we
word.
go.
I'm going to throw one at
He
you.
said it's
let's
a
do
real
it.
Okay, let's
freestyle.
go.
He said it's a real freestyle.
Esophagus.
Yeah. Okay. Come on and rock with this. The Hindu hippopotamus ripping out your esophagus. My name is U to the T to the K. Okay, I came with Heather B, the weaponry with Mr. Sway.
Follicle.
Yeah, coming off of the follicles, megalomaniacal, fully diabolical. Watch me flip the optical while I rock. My name is UTK, I'm exotical, fully tropical.
Flatulence.
Yeah, the way I rap is this. I ate a hot dog at the movie theater last night. I got the flatulence. I watched Thunderbolts with my wife, but today I'm shitting out my motherfucking life.
What is Avatar?
Avatar, the last airbender. Suspend your disbelief while I spit on this coral reef. Don't get cut on it. Listen, cause the mud's on it. Avatar is like a children's show on Nickelodeon. I'm going in. I play King Boomy. My son's name is Boomy. I bring the poetry like I was Roomy. The bag like Toomey. Listen, cause you could sue me. But probably cause my band's name was terrible.
Your larynx.
My larynx, play it like a goddamn Sagittarius. My larynx, what's that? Stradivarius. The way we flow right this is various. I bury this stereotype. Where would you like to spit this erudite? I'm grabbing the mic, I bury the mic, and then I take it out of the soil, out of the dirt, for what it's worth. Been following you since birth.
Shaka Zulu.
A Shaka Zulu. Am I allowed to say the word Shaka Zulu?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that racially allowed?
Yes.
I'm loud and proud. The skin is brown. I'm flying on clouds. I pulled off the shroud. Look at me, homie. I'm loud. I want to tell you right now, the skin is brown. I'm astounded soundsmith. I came to pound with this. Heather B, you're the greatest thing. You legendary. Give the woman her flowers, you fucking cowards. Look at the power. God damn it. Other MCs get the golden shower. Heather B be spraying them. Tech and swaying them. We come through with revolution. Here's the solution. No retribution. Look at me fucking spitting for you. The Hindu Ginsu. Slicing it up. Dicing it up. My mic is rough. My mic is tough. I do it every single day. I practice this shit. I live this shit. I love this. The way it makes me feel. I touch the G-O-D. I'm legendary with the mic. What? Don't be legendary. Bring the ego down, you fucking clown. They pay you to tell jokes. Back in the day, I used to be broke. I used to hope that I could sit with you at this desk. And here I am, goddamn, collecting these checks. But we connect. Whether we broke or fucking rich, it don't matter. There's greatness in this, yeah.
Yo, we gotta hang it up in this brother.
That's super what's up.
Wow.
Killed it.
Hold up, man. Hold up,
Golden
man.
showers and all.
That is
Utkarsh,
not-
yo.
And I want to
Go
just
off.
say, that's not pre-written.
That was off the top. I threw words.
Oh,
didn't
you do words, yeah.
That was, listen, we got Vivica Fox on the line, just tuned in. I know I know Vivica probably
morning,
tripping.
good morning.
Vivica, you hear that?
Vivica Fox.
Yes, it was interesting.
Yeah, right.
I want to know how it was to work with Jean-Claude Van Damme, Vivica A. Fox. How was that?
Oh, he was awesome, to be very honest with you. I was hoping he would do the splits for me, but that didn't happen.
Oh, so sorry, Vivica A. Fox. Two legends in one film together. That shit was amazing.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you so much. I really had a good time with him. I really did. I was his romantic lead, so we got to kiss and everything.
There it is. Vivica, hold on the line. Jessie Smollett just walked in, too. We're going to talk about the new movie, the new film, The Lost Holiday.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted you to hear that, Vivica. Gosh. That was incredible, bro.
Wow.
It was. My confidence was high, and then Vivica A. Fox said it was interesting, and then my self-esteem came right back to ground level, which I think was God's way of just saying,
Well, you
You
said
said
that in
something
your
about the
freestyle.
ego,
Let the ego down.
Let
You
the
get
ego
paid to
down.
tell jokes.
There
We
you
listen.
go.
So,
There you
yeah.
go.
Well, Jessie, what did you think? What did you think?
That was incredible.
You thought
Vivica is like God saying, calm down.
Relax.
Okay. All right.
Many people do this.
All right. Listen, man, but from my experience, that was fucking phenomenal, bro.
Thanks,
Yeah,
brother.
Okay.
like,
yeah, you know,
This
I-
is
next
come
level.
True.
yeah, bro.
I've been waiting to do this for my whole life.
Man,
To just
man.
do it in front of you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you,
It's
brother.
Yeah.
really cool.
And I'm gonna play this back for Tech and Revolution today.
For
we
real.
got to, because there's
Dun,
not
dun, dun,
many
dun,
who
dun, dun,
truly
dun, dun, dun.
freestyle. He's doing the anthem right now. Not many people truly
Yeah.
truly freestyle.
Yeah.
And that was a true off the dome.
Yeah.
What we know to be freestyle.
Yeah, it's fun to do.
Yeah.
It's nice to just get lost in the moment. Pre-writtens are fun too,
Yeah.
but that's what I do.
Come on, man. Ghost tonight, man. Make sure you watch its finale
Yeah.
on
We're
CBS.
trying to figure out how your character could win a contest and come on the radio
Yeah, I
and
know.
freestyle on Ghost.
Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy, man.
Yes, please. I'm here for CBS. I'm not supposed to be rapping. CBS Ghost season finale tonight. Show up. We
All
need
right.
you.
All right, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man, that
Utkarsh,
was
man. Thank you,
dope.
bro.
Much love.
You're a
Thank you.
super citizen, man.
And
Sway in
thank
the
you for
morning.
this.
And
Thank
we
you for
signed
my
the
Our
albums.
pleasure.
Look at that,
Our
Jessie.
pleasure.
Our
That's
first albums,
crazy.
man.
Our first albums.
and
He
brought
had
'em.
them.
Wow. Yeah, man. We're going to come back with
This is
Jessie
so cool.
Smollett and Vivica Fox.